Good morning, everyone. This is Mary. You're watching another little piece of my art. I was going to do a color and chat today, but I think it would end up being a color and cough. So I thought I would share my end of the year wrap up page. This will also be in my end of the month video, but when I show it then I won't discuss it really. Excuse me, I'm so sorry. I won't discuss it really, so I thought I would give you a peek at it here. Um, I'll show you 2019's in a minute, but last year's the year that I started this idea, and this book is just add color. Well, I'll show you the front of that too in a minute, but I have these little pieces of paper here on these names, so for the privacy of the families, of course. So I designed this page. This is a sunflower, or I'm assuming it's a sunflower. I drew in the stem here. And the flower kind of looks, a little bit brown and not too happy, and that kind of describes 2020 really in a lot of ways. On the flower here, on the petals, I wrote, the biggest events that I could remember at the time. I should actually kind of keep track as the year goes through, because you'd forget. You think you'll remember, but you don't. The things here at the top of the flower were the best things, the things that have life and growth and will continue to go onwards. And of course, the best thing of 2020 was the birth of my little granddaughter, Spencer. So she gets a heart-shaped petal. And then experiencing growth in YouTube, that's great as well, and my job. So those are the nice, really wonderful things that are reaching the sunlight there, and hopefully will, I don't know, keep going on and providing much happiness. Now at the bottom, these are petals that fell off the flower, so they will have no more life, and these are people in my life that have passed away. So oops. My brother is right there. He's the most definitive one because that was the one closest to me. So there's him, a girl that I went to school with and was friends with for years afterwards, my high school boyfriend. Over here is my daughter's boyfriend's mom, and then over here is another friend of mine. So there was a lot of, not very good things, but the thing about it is, and it's this sticker I put here by Tim Holtz, it says stronger than yesterday. So if anything, 2020 has provided the knowledge that, you can face a lot of adversity that you couldn't even imagine beforehand and still get through it and still survive and still, thrive and have hope for tomorrow. So that kind of is the feeling that I wanted to invoke with this picture. Even though the flower may be, kind of dingy and dark, the sky is still bright. There's still, new life at the top here. So, that's pretty much how life is. It's always the good and the bad, right? I kind of tried to make this go in order of events, but it didn't. I was filling in at the end these back petals, and they kind of all got messed up. But the beginning of the year, I did a lot of traveling. While I was gone, I found out, I was visiting a friend of mine who's a nurse, and I found out that this, virus was hitting the news and stuff. And she had suggested that maybe I would want to kind of end my trip at that point, because I was going to stay. I was going to winter bird. That was my plan from here on out, was winter birding in Florida. I was going to work all year and then start winter birding in Florida. When that all hit the fan, I came home. So I wasn't there, for the 3 months I wanted to be there, not even close. Uh, so then, yeah, all that hit, right? This. And you get creative, right? So we couldn't do all the things that we used to do. We did take the bike out. That's why it says Harley there. We did take the bike out, because you could do that. But yeah, so front yard fires. I have a chimenea in my front yard. Um, I don't ha- I have a backyard, also a backyard fire thing, but we have a lot of trees back there and stuff, and it's just not really practical to be. And there's wires coming, and yeah, it's just not a good place to have an open fire. So I have a little fire pit in my front yard, and my neighbor and I, it was still cold. It was spring in Ohio. It's pretty chilly. We would sit there with blankets on, sitting in front of the fire, drinking hot coffee, just because we did not want to be in the house anymore. So that was a highlight of the year because, I was just, I don't know, we did a lot of laughing in a really weird time. And that's what I wrote on this pedal here, the weirdest year ever so far, because Lord have mercy. I guess it could get weirder. In the summer, I did go visit my friend. I did go back to my hometown, which was awesome. Very emotional, but wonderful. All of it, just all of it. I met my own cousin that I had never met before in my life. She's my baby cousin. Her mom and I grew up together. Excuse me. And we had a baby on the same day, and that's my little cousin Michelle. So she's the same age as my oldest daughter. My cousin, her mom, Michelle's mom, Maria, she passed away in 2015, and it was always one of my dreams to go meet my little cousin. She looks so much like her mom, and yeah, so we met at the Jersey Shore. It was wonderful to meet her and spend the day with her. She has since moved to Canada, so I met her just in time. So that was really great. Oh, we hit a fox. We hit a fox in the car. Wow, that made a mess. We didn't kill him. He lived. He ran off. But it was still, well, let's just say it scared the blank out of him. I got to see my ocean. That was wonderful. And then there's the things like no Thanksgiving. Well, we had a Thanksgiving, but we didn't have the normal 30 people Thanksgiving. So, good things and bad things, and yeah, that pretty much wraps up my year. I colored this page with just some Crayola pencils. They work really nice on this paper. I like them. I think one of the best pencils on these books. I even wrote these words with Sharpie, and it did not bleed through. This paper is thebomb.com. I don't know if you have this book, but if you do, you can pretty much. I wouldn't be coloring a whole big sections with it, but you can get away with it. And I did put the Sharpie down before the pencils. Did I? Now I don't know. I'm not sure. I don't want to say for sure. So if you're going to try a Sharpie, make sure you test it on another page. But yeah, and then the rest was chalks. I wanted the picture to at least have some brightness and happiness to it because, there is always hope. There's always tomorrow. So, yeah, that's my 2020 wrap up. I'm going to put you down a second while I move this out of the way and flip those little pieces of paper off. And then I will show you. Oh, yeah. So the book is Just Add Color, Flowers in Nature, 120-ish illustrations to complete. Here's the rest of the line. Dazzling Patterns, Mandalas, Optical Illusions, Fairyland. I do have that one. Kaleidoscope, Tattoos. I do have that one, and it's on my 10 books to finish. Butterflies, Mindy, and Fashion Design. I want that Fashion Design one, but I never have seen it out and about. I guess I would have to purchase it offline or online. Let me show you last year's, for those of you who weren't around then, but this was my last year's page. So, last year we had a tornado, 2019 we survived a tornado and a shooting, a mass shooting in our town. So, yeah. Life goes on, everyone, and thank you for watching my video. Thank you for your likes, your shares, and your subscriptions. I am sure that in my 2021 wrap-up, you will be there, and it will be a much better year. Thanks for watching, guys. Bye-bye.